the rich. I'm looking for the hood. And I'm looking for the bar. Who's gonna pay my tab?
Stop approaching women you know you cannot afford. You already see the woman's lifestyle. You see how she living.
So if she's already living that lifestyle all on her own, what exactly is the issue?
You know you can't afford it. Now when she asks you for money to upkeep the lifestyle that she's already living.
Wait. What exactly are these women in these scenarios doing? Why would they be asking men for money in the first place? I thought these women were strong and independent and could do things all on their own. And obviously they've been maintaining their lifestyles beforehand. But yet they would ask men for money while they're dating.
It's absurd. If you are able to create, live, and prepare a lifestyle for yourself, why do you need a man to come in and upkeep that? That is something you created for yourself, right? So that is your responsibility. Are you going to come in and help him upkeep his lifestyle? Why do women think that a man is supposed to come in and just take on all of the financial load that you've created for yourself? Why is that his responsibility to do that for a grown adult? It doesn't make any sense, but this is what women are out here trying to push men to do. Child, let's continue.
That's why they're giving the impression that some women aren't as strong and independent as they want everyone else to think that they are. It's either that or they just view men as walking ATMs. So which one is it?
You want to get an attitude. Go be with your type. She's not your type.
Right. They should be with their type, shouldn't they? The type of women that actually want a relationship and don't view men as just a means to an end.
I don't date broke women. Not because I need their money, but because being broke usually means poor choices.
No, wait a minute now. Hold on now. He said he don't date broke women. Ooh, baby, say it loud for the people in the back. He said he don't date broke women. So if you're a woman out here looking for a man to take care of you and you don't have your own and you can't maintain your own, you can't upkeep your upkeep, you're not going to be the preference for a lot of men. These men are telling you they don't want to date broke women, baby. Let's continue.
Weak discipline and no understanding of how the real world works.
Right.
If you can't manage your own life, you have no business helping me manage an empire. Money issues destroys more marriages than anything else after sex. So I'm not looking to raise a woman. I'm looking to build with one. And yes, I'll be a provider, but for only a woman who knows how to handle resources and was already resourceful long before I showed up.
My fatness doesn't devalue me.
Why?
So I'm an 8.
Why doesn't it?
Yeah,
Why is it that your own assessment of your looks has nothing to do with how the external world perceives you? That's my problem.
I don't give a shit.
Right, because you don't care, so there's no real value judgment.
I don't care about other people's opinion of me. It's
you
not more
speak for
important
the
than the
rest
opinion
of the
I want of
world?
myself.
Yeah,
And
it
if you
is.
don't-
If there's a value judgment of how you would self-assess your own looks, the only possible conceivable metric I could even think of would be the perception of how other people view you for your value judgment
And
of
I
how
was in a
you look.
relationship for almost 8 years with someone who thought my body was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen. I have been pursued by many men who think I am gorgeous and beautiful. That perception exists whether you have it or not.
Well, I mean, people could lie. Most people looking at her would not perceive her to be what is considered an 8. But if that's what she wants to think of herself, and that's her view and perception of herself, fine. She can have that view and perception all day, but it's not how other people see her. And if you are looking to deal with other people in any kind of way, especially an intimate, serious relationship, you have to be concerned about how that person perceives you and how they view you and what they think about you. So if it's just up to you and you're by yourself for the rest of your life, yeah, I guess, you might not want to believe that what other people have to say matters, but it wouldn't, then that means being an obese person would not be an issue for you getting on a plane. You wouldn't look for accommodations from people, or you wouldn't want people to try to cater to you because you believe that you're 8 and you're perfectly fine the way you are and you don't need extra accommodations or any of that. Then all of that should go away. But we still see people who are larger than life complain about not having accommodations for them when it comes to certain, the way the world is built, because it wasn't built for a person who's 3 people. Let's continue.
Assume for a second, I can envision a world where you're the only human being who's inside of the world.
And guess what? I'll never be the only one who thinks I'm hot, and I know that bugs them.
Yeah,
out of
if
you,
you're
dude.
the only human being who's inside of a world, I can perceive that I can come up with whatever metric I want for myself because I have nothing to compare it to. So if I have nothing to compare it to and I have nobody else's value judgment, then I can say I'm the most beautiful person who's ever lived, and that would be true. But if I have the value judgment of hundreds of millions of people to compare the standard to, and I know that I'm below that threshold and just decide that I'm above that threshold anyway,
I'm not the only
that's not
person who
based
makes
on
that
anything
decision.
objective. You're just making up.
No, I'm not, babe.
Bad is like they want bad,
Yeah.
but the bad, the game is up. So they're able to see like, oh, she got a wig, she got this outfit from this one. It made the ugly think that they like deserve the same thing, that like it made everybody think they on the same playing field. So nobody wants to play that level anymore. Like a ugly right now that knows she ugly. Like let's not say ugly, a fat right?
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I get what he's saying. You know, we always say, look, everybody's a 10. Everybody's a 10. And that's just not true. Everybody is not looked at the same. Let's be honest about it. You know, and I think, I don't think that people are bad people or anything like that. But when it comes to society and what the standards of beauty are, there is a level there. And I think it's better to be understanding of it. And if you don't like it, make some changes to adjust how you feel about yourself and how others perceive you. But once again, there is a standard. There's a standard for beauty that is acceptable across the world. And then there are some standards that are not. And if you're obese, that's one standard that's not fully acceptable as, the standard of beauty. It's a delusional state when every woman says, oh, she's a 10, I'm a 10, we're all 10s. And then they start acting as such. And then that's when men, you get a little bit of pushback from men because they're like, wait a minute, you're requiring all these things from me and you're not even... I'm not even attracted. You're even not somebody that I want to be with. But you got to be nice and to these women and not hurt their feelings. But you can't really say how you really feel. But you got to be nice and cordial and politely decline. But a lot of these women in their minds think that they're 10. So if you tell them they're not, it's in full on uproar. It's like, oh my God, I know you lying. You got to be lying. They've become delusional in that way. Let's continue.
No. Say it this way: a less attractive to your liking.
No, a less attractive to they liking. Because people pop out the house knowing what they feel and look like off the rip.
That's not true.
Because
people
lying.
No, bro. I really feel like, bro, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Name me a woman that everybody think ugly that you think is beautiful. Exactly.
Listen, I couldn't even come up with one that quick. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but for the most part, most people know when they see an attractive woman or an attractive person, attractive man, attractive woman. Most people know that, and most people agree on that. So listen, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.